My name is Tegaket, and today I'm gonna explain the flow of rear traffic light. My student ID is U2005485. Alright, so actually, what is the actual flow of a rear traffic light? A traffic light are signaling devices positioned at road intersection, pedestrian crossing, and other location to control flow of traffic. Rear traffic light follow a universal color code which alternates the right of the way according to the users with a sequence of illuminating lamps or LEDs of three standard color, which are the green color, the red color, and also the yellow color. When traffic light turns into green color, it means that it allows the traffic to proceed in the direction denoted. If it is safe to do so, and there is a room for another side of the intersection. So for red color, it means that it prohibits any traffic from proceeding. A flashing red indication requires traffic to stop and then proceed when safe. So when it comes to yellow traffic light, it means that the signal is about to change into red color, with some jurisdiction requiring drivers to stop if it is safe to do so, and others allowing drivers to go through the intersection if safe to do so. Meanwhile, some European countries, the red and yellow color display together to indicate that it is about time for the signal to change into green. Generally, at least one direction of traffic light at an intersection has the green color at any moment in the cycle. In brief time, all signal at an intersection shows red at the same time to clear any traffic in the intersection. The delay can depend on the traffic, road condition, the physical layout of the intersection, and legal requirements. But there are also some traffic light in an intersection do not show red at the same time, but the traffic light turns green for cross traffic and the another light turns red at the same time. The length of the yellow light can differ. For example, and in many places the length of an yellow light is usually 4 or 5 seconds, but elsewhere it may be as little as 3. Consider reducing the time for reaction. It is typical for these times to vary according to the set speed limit, with longer times for higher limits. The time from when a red line is displayed and when a cross street is given a green light is usually based on the physical signs of intersection. This intervening period is called all red time. A typical all red time is 2 seconds to allow cars to clear the intersection. In a wider intersection, such as a 4-lane road or higher intersection, the all red time may be as much as 5 seconds, allowing drivers who could not stop at the red light enough time to clear the intersection without causing a collision. Meanwhile, in some instances, the pedestrian traffic light will fail to detect the human's presence, which leads the humans to fail to receive the rights of way when the traffic light controller skips their phases. This is why there is a push button in the pedestrian traffic light so that wouldn't skip their turn to cross the road. This is actually the flow of the rear traffic light.
Hello, I'm Sophia, and my student ID is 1720690. I'm going to talk about how the traffic light is designed. So traffic controllers use the concept of phases, which are directions of movement grouped together. For instance, a simple T-junction may have 3 vehicle movement phases, one for each arm of the junction. There may be additional phases for other movements such as pedestrians, cyclists, bus lanes, or tramways. A traffic signal is typically controlled by a controller mounted inside a cabinet. Some electromechanical controllers are still in use. However, modern traffic controllers are solid state. The cabinet typically contains a power panel to distribute electrical power in the cabinet, a detector interface panel to connect to loop detectors, and other detectors such as detector amplifiers, the controller itself, a conflict monitor unit, flash transfer relays, a police panel to allow the police to disable the signal and other components. Meanwhile, solid-state controllers are required to have an independent conflict monitor unit (CMU), which ensures fail-safe operation. The CMU monitors the outputs of the controller, and if a fault is detected, the CMU uses the flash transfer relays to put the intersection to flash, with all red lights flashing, rather than displaying a potentially hazardous combination of signals. The CMU is programmed with the allowable combinations of lights and will detect if the controller gives conflicting directions a green signal, for instance. Traffic lights must be instructed when to change stage and when they are usually coordinated, so that the stage changes occur in some relationship to other nearby signals or to the press of a pedestrian button.
Hello doctor, I am Satyarao Ayaki Nandarao. Okay, today I'm going to explain the state of the traffic light. Let us assume there's 4 traffic lights in a junction. Okay, by default at the beginning all the traffic light is red color. So now we assume now the first traffic light is getting the green color. So if the first traffic light get the green color, then the remaining traffic light will turn to red. And after a few seconds the green color will turn to yellow color and the remaining traffic light will still be red. And after few seconds the first traffic light will turn to red, and at the same time the second traffic light will turn to green, and the remaining third and fourth traffic light will still remain at red. And after a few seconds the green color will turn yellow color, and after a few seconds again the yellow color of second traffic light will turn to red color. At the same time the third traffic light will get the green color. This process will keep on looping. And this kind of traffic light is something similar to our traffic light. Okay, now I'm going to explain the traffic light, the state of traffic light which got extra one light because of some certain condition. And this kind of traffic light is quite hard to explain, but I'll try to explain, doctor. Okay, by default all the traffic light is red color. Okay, now let me explain the direction of the traffic lights first. Okay, now the first traffic light, it either will allow the drivers to move straight or turn right. The second traffic light will either allow the drivers to to turn left or turn right. And the third traffic light, it's either allow the drivers to go straight or turn left. Okay, now the first traffic light will get green, which means both the drivers can go in both direction, which is straight and turn right. So at the same time the second traffic light will allow the drivers only to turn left, but they can't turn right because it will intersect with the direction of the first traffic light. And while the third traffic light, the both direction will be red. Yeah, and after few seconds the turn right traffic light will turn to yellow, but the direction which goes straight in first traffic light will remain green forever. For the second traffic light, when it turns yellow, yeah, all the remaining traffic light will be same like previous one. Okay, now when the turn right traffic light at the first traffic light is red color, so the second traffic light will allow the driver to turn left and right. So now when the second traffic light allow the drivers to go in both direction, but now the third traffic light will allow the driver to turn left, but it can't go straight because it will intersect with the second traffic light direction. So and after few seconds the turn right direction traffic light will turn to yellow, and after few seconds again it will turn to red. When it turns to red, the third traffic light will allow both drivers to move in both direction, which is left and right, and this process will be keep on continue. And I've attached the image and how the traffic light works in the video. Thank you, doctor.
Hello, my name is Adib Munir and I'll be discussing the limitations of our traffic light system as related to the real traffic light system. So we know in a real traffic light, we usually have more than three lights, and our traffic light system only has three lights, which is red, green, and yellow. But in real life situation, traffic lights have, let's say, another set of lights to indicate whether a vehicle should turn right or turn left. Also, another way our traffic limitation of our traffic light is the fact that we cannot vary the timing of our signals. But in real life situation, traffic lights can actually vary the timing of the traffic light. For example, in case of emergency, traffic light systems can hold a certain state for a larger period of time. Let's say a green state is required to be held longer than usual. In a real life traffic light system, we can do that, but our traffic light system does not allow that because the timings are hard coded in our system. Yeah, that's all from me.